This afternoon, we will have a workshop on austerity. Very shortly, now we know how disastrous the situation is, but we need to move on now. We need to find solutions, and we will discuss about solutions. And I'm sure of it that we as youth, we can come up with very good, fresh ideas on how to handle the crisis in Europe. So this afternoon, we have 3 workshops. And we have 2 main tasks. First of all, what is our alternative for the crisis, and how do we get a common future for youth in Europe? And the second answer we have to deal with is how can we get youth involved in our struggle? How, as a trade union, have to deal with youth in Europe? This afternoon, there are 3 workshops, and we distinguished you into 3 groups according to your language.
Donc, dans notre groupe, nous avons pas mal échangé, c'était très enrichissant, et nous avons réfléchi ensemble à d'autres propositions que ce qui est proposé actuellement, l'austérité. Et ce qu'il est ressorti de notre groupe de travail, ce sont les propositions suivantes. C'est que dans un premier temps, travailler pour augmenter les salaires, ce qui permettrait d'avoir un salaire décent, d'éviter que les salariés, du fait que les salaires soient trop bas, cumulent plusieurs emplois en même temps. Ça permet aussi de relancer l'économie, ça permet de financer la protection sociale. Parmi les autres propositions que l'on fait, c'est abaisser la durée des cotisations, puisqu'on se rend compte que les cotisations pour la retraite, puisqu'on se rend compte que les seniors sont obligés d'occuper de plus en plus longtemps leur poste, et ce qui retarde l'entrée des jeunes dans le marché du travail. Donc l'intérêt, c'est de permettre aux seniors de pouvoir partir à la retraite dans des conditions décentes et de favoriser l'entrée des jeunes dans le monde du travail. Autre proposition, c'est l'abaissement de la durée du temps de travail, afin de permettre l'accès à d'autres salariés à l'emploi, et donc obliger bien évidemment, contraindre les entreprises qui appliqueraient cette réduction du temps de travail, que le gain sur le temps de travail soit réaffecté pour créer de l'emploi. Autre proposition qu'on a fait, c'est d'interdire toutes les fermetures de sites dans les entreprises de l'Union européenne qui font des bénéfices, parce que cette situation est inacceptable, et que si elles font des bénéfices, elles ne devraient pas fermer leur site, elles devraient plutôt contribuer à financer l'économie, à créer de l'emploi. Autre proposition, c'est de créer un salaire minimum européen, ce qui est quand même assez important, puisqu'on voit qu'il y a beaucoup de disparités en fonction de chacun de nos pays, donc cela permettrait déjà d'améliorer les choses. Autre proposition aussi, c'est harmoniser les taxes, puisqu'on se rend compte qu'en fonction des pays, la fiscalité n'est pas la même, et que les entreprises, notamment les grandes multinationales, jouent là-dessus. Donc l'intérêt serait d'harmoniser les taxes afin de lisser, d'éviter tout ce dumping social qui est fait. Autre proposition aussi, c'est stopper le dumping social à la fois à l'intérieur des pays, mais aussi entre les pays de l'Union européenne, avec une mise en concurrence accrue des salariés, parce que c'est ce qu'on vit et ce que les salariés supportent. Autre proposition, c'est donc une proposition quand même assez importante, c'est de taxer normalement les entreprises qui investissent, qui créent de l'emploi selon des critères sociaux, la santé au travail, le respect de l'égalité de traitement homme-femme, les taux d'emploi pleins, et de taxer durement les entreprises qui, elles, spéculent et font des profits énormes et versent des dividendes astronomiques à leurs actionnaires. Afin d'aller au-delà de ces propositions, ce que le groupe de travail propose, c'est de faire travailler le steering group et chaque zone sur ces questions, et de mettre en place les actions nécessaires afin de répondre à ces objectifs, ces propositions qui, pour nous, permettraient de sortir de cette crise et de ces politiques d'austérité. Et nous proposons que chaque organisation affiliée se mobilise afin d'obtenir l'intervention dans toutes ces formes, de tous les salariés, pour mettre en œuvre ces changements, avec, par exemple, comme ça se passe en France le 13 mars à la Poste, le 18 mars aussi en France, de façon interprofessionnelle, le 10 mars en Belgique, contre l'exclusion du chômage, et de faire monter la pression pour que d'ici le 4 avril et l'action de la CES, nous puissions être en force, et bien sûr pour ces suites. Et enfin, continuer à défendre les libertés syndicales fondamentales, ce qui est très important.
Hello. Hi, my name is Michael. I'm from Prospect. I will try and be brief because I'm not a fan of public speaking. Going through some of the proposed solutions that we had, we sort of broadly categorised them at a domestic and a national/EU level. Some of the ones proposed domestically were reducing working hours on the basis of productivity arguments that if you work longer hours, you become gradually less productive. So if you reduce your working hours, you'll be more efficient within the time that you have allocated, which will provide job opportunities for people elsewhere. Another key area was flexibility. One of the key themes within our group was that flexibility should be a choice and should be rewarded. It shouldn't be the norm. And also that we need to change the culture of overtime, as usually those extra hours you work on the extra day aren't particularly productive. You're just trying to get through them, and if you cut down on them, that'll provide job opportunities elsewhere. Also, with regards to older workers, we should provide incentives for them to reduce their working hours, thus allowing younger people into the work area. On a national/EU level, the idea of a sort of financial reform was discussed, in that we could try and unify corporate tax across the EU to prevent corporations moving from one country to the other and exploiting various tax laws. The theme of a minimum wage was discussed, but as it quickly became apparent, it wasn't going to be an ideal solution, as Finland and Norway have, as it would undermine collective agreements within Finland and Norway. Perhaps a more appropriate solution would be to implement a flexible living wage that would be flexible and move over time. Another key area we felt was investment in public services and nationalisation of key industries such as energy, water, health, and all the rest of it. Also, the idea of corporate social responsibility, in that companies that provide benefits to the local community with regards to investment and jobs should be rewarded financially. It's important that corporations are seen as good citizens, and those that do provide benefits to the local community should be rewarded. With regards to union measures, it became apparent that increasing youth unemployment is a big challenge, as if you're unemployed, there seems to be little to no reason to join a union, hence why we're seeing a decline in membership. But it's important that we continue to communicate our message and make youth unemployment a central focus going forward, and it seems to be presented by young people. It's all good and well seeing old veterans in the spotlight saying you young people are important, but that message would be delivered a lot more effectively if a young person is saying it. Okay, that's it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to feed back in two. My name's Anna Lavery, I'm from Unite in the UK.
My name is Vidar from HK Norway.
Okay, so we've split it into four. We're going to take two each. The first one that we've discussed is organising, and organising in young people. So we need to make young people more conscious of what's going on, and invest in education. So it's brilliant that we're all here and we're all here for the right reason and for the same reason, but we need to go back and we need to educate the young people that are in our own trade unions what we're here doing and what we need to do going forward. We need to support our young members and the new members. In the trade union that I'm in, we specifically mentioned we have community support. So we go out and we look into schools and we look at local sports events, we look for young people. We then take them in, we talk to them about how we can find them work, because there is a lack of work for young people in the UK. And we then talk to them about how they can support Unite within their communities, within national organisations that we've, and campaigns that we've got going on. So that for organising, we put that down as a key point.
Yes, and the next one is more consistent laws across Europe. We want to strengthen the unions through more consistent laws, both how unions are represented in governments, corporations, and in the public sphere, but also how social rights for the workers, and we want it more consistent in all the European countries. We're talking about pensions, unemployment money, and so forth.
The third point is consumer trust. So we thought purchase power is a big issue. We need trust in the consumer, and we need investment in jobs and education for young people. And then finally,
The last point is better collective agreements, because we know that is paramount for securing workers' rights across Europe. Strengthening the frame from where the bargaining is happening will help us secure jobs, and it will help us secure more jobs, as it will increase the purchase power and strengthen the European economy. And you know what? The last point, we should have one message to everyone out there who's trying to fuck with us, because don't fuck with the union. Thanks.
Before we decide who the best solution was, I'm just going to pass it over to Cornelia to do a quick summarisation.
Very short. Group number 1 proposed increase of pay, reduce of work-life period, reducing of working hours, prevent companies closing down plants if they make profit, tax harmonization, stop social dumping within countries, and try not that countries get played against each other, investment in social security systems, and lastly, of course, all affiliates, all unions working together to make the change happen. I think that was group number 1. Group number 2 proposed reducing working hours. Flexibility should be, who is flexible should be rewarded, and it should be a choice. Incentives to reduce working hours, financial reforms, investment in public services, nationalization of key industries like energy, improvement of CSR activities in companies, and youth unemployment should be a central focus presented by young people. I think that was very short what group number 2 had in mind. And group number 3 had a few points, and I missed one. I know, maybe you can help me out. Organizing young people, investments in education, more consistent laws for unions, a better representation for unions, a better social security system, better collective labor agreements, and then don't fuck with the unions. Yeah, we will now make it very easy, because we will make the choice on the applause loudness you give for the 3 options. And I have here some chocolates. Swiss chocolate from the headquarter in Uni in Nyon, Belgium chocolate from Uni Europa from Brussels, so you can have then the choice which one is better. There is a battle all the time between the colleagues in Uni, which one is better. And yeah, I give back to you, President.
Group 1's presentation. Number 2. And finally, number 3. Which number?
I think we have to make a choice between 2 and 3.
Yeah, 2 and 3.
So, one more time, 2.
And and number 3.
It's about the loudness, not the long.
Yeah. So we'll say it's the same between 2 and 3, and you can have one each.